I have arrived. Thank you for tuning in to my Valheim Forever world. Last time I got this wolf fur cape, so I don't have to worry about frost resistance meads anymore, at least while this cape's on. So the mountains should be a little bit easier to traverse. I need to get a little bit more silver, and I want to restock some foods and really just kind of figure out what I need to do. As usual, I come in with the plan and we try to stick to it. It doesn't always work. That's what makes it fun. So thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Mitten Forge. My name is Aaron, and I'll be your Valheim, I don't know, your tour guide here today. That's what I was trying to get to. So we have some decent foods. I just need to restock a little bit. The last time I got this silver shield, I died from my first wolf raid, and we got the wolf fur cape. So I need to check my silver. Let's see, we have 23, so that's technically we can get something else out of this. So let's take a look and see armor wise. I would really like to build Frostner, because I've been working on my blunt damage basically this entire series. I need 30 for that. Okay. So yep, silver shield we built last time. Just a reminder, you can click on that style and change how it looks. I decided to go with the blue and yellow. You can do whatever you want though. So wolf hide trousers. So we can do that. The Drake helmet. And the wolf hide chest piece. So we need about 60 pieces of silver bars. And then that's not including what we need for the Draugr Fang. We have the Huntsman bow, so that's a pretty good bow. I do like this bow. It is only level 1 though. Hold on, let me see if I can upgrade that. Huntsman bow. I need 10 iron, fine wood, feathers, and deer hide. Ooh, I'm a little short. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's hopefully someone has a count how many times I've activated a boss power or a potion without actually needing it. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is home. That goes to my island. I'm not quite ready for that yet. That goes to, I think, the Bog Witch right now. I have 3 portals and I really don't need them. Really only need 1. I just like having 1 blank, 1 like progression, and then 1 like kind of backtracking. Yeah, let's go and see what silver I have left. Oh, it's so nice. So the cape gives you frost resistance without having to worry about a mead. So you can start banking meads for the future if you need them to come into the mountains and hopefully not have to worry about it. Okay. Off to a good start. Okay, so I have a little bit of this silver vein to mine up. And just a reminder, I do have the setting turned on to be able to portal metals and other typically unportalable. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but items you normally couldn't portal through. Like, yeah, it makes the game a little easier, but also I always justify it by I'm a dad and I only get a couple hours a week to play this, so. It's a nice game like that where pretty much any game in that regard, while I'm on that topic, play how you want. Don't worry about what the internet tells you to do. I realize I'm on the internet and I like to help, but the way I kind of present things, I really just want to say, hey, this works for me and it's an option. If it works for you, amazing. You know, if you're here to learn, welcome. If you've been playing for a long time, also welcome. Like, I welcome anybody. And I learn from everybody, really. I've always said on this channel, I would much rather hear something twice than not at all. And that's how we all improve, help each other. Oh, here we go. All right, so I kind of talked about this in the last one, and this is still a really good practice. So see how this silver vein is floating a little bit? It's a tiny one. But as soon as this breaks, so this is technically 2 pieces. Let me try and just break one. So both of them broke. Carrying too much. I'm over by 4, so let's think each rock is 2. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got to run home, but yeah, that's at least a good way that I got distracted. Sorry, I died in the last one, so I'm still in like survival mode. Breaking ores and even giant stones. So somebody pointed out, I forgot about this actually, the stone pillars that you find in the plains. You can do the exact same thing. Basically, as long as there's no ground like directly underneath, as long as you break one piece, if it works correctly. So you gotta have, I don't know what the exact measurement is. I think it's about 4 meters of ground clearance that you need. If you break one piece, the whole thing should shatter, and it's so satisfying. I'll have to do something with that. Oh boy. Do I have stone in here? I do. Okay. That's like my storage that I'm bringing over to my island that I'm trying to move over into. Add some silver ore. I'm gonna need a lot more coal. That's full. Smell of sulfur in the air. Oh, what's this one? Oh, this is the surtlings, I think, right? Yes. Cool. I should be able to get a lot of surtling cores and stuff. That's the first. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, do you not like the water? It's taking damage. My whole base is surrounded in water. Good luck, fire boys. So they're all just distracted, taking out wildlife. Yep. So, yep, you can attack my torches. That's fine. That's funny. I could probably just run out there. Yep, so huge bonus to having your base surrounded in a water moat. So this one can only appear. I needed coal. That kind of like was a blessing. I know it's dark, I'm sorry, but I mean the fire sprites, that's what I always call them. They wanted to attack at night. You missed. Yep, so the smell's fading. Might as well just coal, and sometimes a certain core, just walk in the water, you stop burning. I know those are probably a lot more in the Ashlands. I think those mobs are a lot more active there, I think. Don't quote me on that, because I've actually never been there. I've haven't even beaten the Mistlands yet, so. Oh. They attacked a lot of my crops. That sucks. That's something to look out for. Still have a decent amount of onion seeds, but okay, well, it's kind of a bummer, but at the same time, I still have onion seeds to plant. I think I needed, or I think I honestly had about at least 24. I can't remember. That's all right. So we got that raid. Every time you get a raid triggered, this could have changed since I've played again, but I don't think it's any different. Depending on your difficulty and your raid setting or event setting, whatever it's actually called. I should have about 29 minutes, so a full in-game day before I get another raid. I think standard is like 45 minutes. I got some free coal out of that too. Nice. All right, so I need that to cook the silver that I just got, and then I might as well try to go to sleep. Let me check and see if I have a stack of wood in here. Don't, but I know where I have some. Oh, do I have a world save? What's going on? Okay. I'll count that as a technical difficulty, but we pushed through it, so that's the beauty of uncut, baby. Okay. Grab a stack of wood from there. Gonna pop that into my charcoal kiln. So I've said this a couple times too, so I haven't played in the Ashlands, but I know that there's like a fire spreading mechanic that was introduced. You can, if you have like a stack of wood, so what you can do, open your hammer, build this wood stack. So you put that down, and instead of waiting for these charcoal kilns to cook the charcoal for you, I think you can take a torch and smack it. I'm, again, have not experienced it, just going off of what I was told. You can take a torch and use that. So I might have to do like a whole video on testing that kind of stuff. So let's let these charcoal cook. A dream. Day 119 and we're still in the mountains. That's awesome. That's for me anyway, that's kind of the pinnacle of what I'm trying to do. Like no rush on doing anything. And I just try to provide any, little tips that I can. And if it helps you, great. If it doesn't, like you might have something that helps somebody else. I don't know. I know I ramble a lot too, but that's just trying to, I don't know if it normalizes the right thing, but so many videos that I see are just like, you have to do everything, you have to be super efficient. Like, just play games. Just relax. Video games, like, I know a lot of people make careers out of competitions and stuff like that, but you can, I think I say this on pretty much every video these days, the last couple weeks, like you can min-max everything. You don't have to do that. All right, let's go. I think mine the rest of that silver. Really just want that, at least that vein done. I did just get a raid, so I should be all right. Okay. I kind of want to explore this mountain a little bit more. Like, that looks like something. part of me wants to go explore the frost cave, because whether or not you've been keeping up with the series or if this is your first episode, either way, welcome. I found a frost cave and I've never completed one of those because in my previous like long-term world, I played from basically like a couple weeks after Valheim Early Access released. And Frost Caves didn't come out until like a couple years after I was playing. So any mountain I was at that point, like I was into the plains checking stuff out, so any mountain I had didn't generate any frost caves. So it's kind of what I'm wanting to do with this series and have been exploring what's new to me. And then I'm not gonna like super explore everything, like basically just natural progression stuff. And then as the game comes out with new updates, I'll go to new areas if they're available. If I get to the point where I explore the entire map and there's still new stuff, might be seeing a new Forever World, but 1.0 is not even out yet, so I'm sure that'll be a couple years out for my idea. Look at that. Alright, is that the entire silver vein? I think it's basically it. There's a lot of stone. Yeah, there's rock. That stone, there's that. I mean, I don't mind grabbing this extra stone because it's useful, especially for kind of where I'm headed for a lot of my island builds that I'm thinking of. So big mountain tip for me that I love to give out, like find an even drop. Oh, never mind. So try to find an even slope. So this is like a good example how the mountain, like I've slid down basically from here all the way down, no problem. But any section that like has a little lip over it, try to back up as much as you can. I'm surprised I didn't die there. But sprinting down mountain hills, definitely not a good idea. That's like bare minimum tip that I can give there. I've seen some hardcore runs end that way. Okay. Caring too much? Yeah, I call this a sad boy walk. Alright. Might need another... Oh, I guess I can throw this coal in there. I think I had some coal in here. Yeah, one. Better than nothing. Okay. Ooh. Sounds tempting. I'm surprised I haven't built the root harness set yet. I think before I go to the plains, it's definitely going to be worth it. Like, mainly because, so let me walk you through that in case you're not familiar. So the root harness you can get from abominations in the swamp with ancient bark and deer hides, and pretty sure, let's see, root mask. Yep, you can get it from leather scraps. Where's the root leggings? Deer hide. So if you have all three of those pieces, you get improved archery, and you also get your weak versus fire. But you get 15 bow skill. Just awesome. And then, so you're also resistant to pierce. And then where is... I think it's the legs. Hold on. Huh. Okay. Maybe this got changed. I thought there was like a poison resistance that came with this. It's a lot of things that I could be misremembering. So at this point in the game, I'm like, I won't say I'm exhausted on what I know, but there's been a lot that's changed. So what I remember might not be like 100% accurate. I swore that had some kind of poison resist feature. Okay. 2 honeys there. Yeah, I wanted to work on getting some food. That, I'm not gonna lie, that raid I got with the surtlings destroyed quite a bit of my farm. Like, they were up here like sniping my plants. So I do know I need to expand this. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to take, I have some turnip seeds. I'm not going to take all of my onion seeds, but it's maybe like 5 of them. Rocky, don't look at me like that. Alright, this is the home one. Let's have enough wood over there, I guess. Bring some stone. I want to be able to build a forge soon. Like an actual forge. But the one I have is fine. It just feels cramped, so I want to have like an actual like stone forge. I think that would be fun. Stone. There we go. Coal. Do I have wood? Or I do. Okay. So what I'm wanting to do go over, so if you're new, I have a farm over this way that I built into a one of the like Viking graveyard boat deals. And somebody suggested to name this Dead Man's Garden, and I love that. So I think that's what I'm going to call it. And like I have dandelions that naturally grow in it, which I think is really cool. Sorry if you get dizzy if I'm looking left to right like this. Gotta fill that part in. That was a... I think that was a wishbone walkthrough that I did. God, I do so much on this, and I kind of bounce around, which... I'm not surprised that that's how I do things, but that's kind of how I do things. I forgot to grab my cultivator, see? Look at that. Live ADHD moment. All right, well, we'll figure it out. I don't even have my axe to chop wood. So if anything, we're getting some... Oh, that's a lot of carrots. Okay. So the forge that I'm thinking of, I think I want this to be like a port. So I'll have it go like this way. Trying to work on my sword skill too, so I guess that's not a bad thing. Anyway, so I think the forge that I want, I want it like in this little pocket, like right here. I was kind of looking over old footage. I think having it like raised up here, like maybe in like a straight shot, and just like cut this out. I don't know. All in due time. It's a forever world. There's no rush. That's just kind of my plans right now. Okay. I did have an idea, I think in the last episode, I wanted to have, how many carrots I have now, that's awesome. I thought about like a grocery store type of thing. Which I thought, God, it is so late. I thought a grocery store build would be fun to like have like shelves built out for different foods and stuff, and like have labels and all that. We'll get there. All right, so as far as I need to plant turnips, like all of this I need to plant. The onions for sure. I don't have any onions and those got destroyed in the last raid, so let's look at onion soup. We just need 3 onions for that. That's a really good stamina food. Mainly because it's sustainable. So I think what I'm going to do, let me grab my cultivator, which I think is over here. So this is what I like to do as well. Where the hell is my cultivator? Sorry for the swear. I don't usually swear here, but there we go. I figured as far as light cuss words go, figure as long as you can hear it on TV, like hell's not that bad of a word. So as a backup, like planting an onion like here and like another one here, just on some kind of cultivated ground that isn't in your farm, as well as having a backup. So yeah, I want to do this too, since this is my current like food that I need. Save one just to have it. Have a couple growing there, and then I'll go to my main farm. I couldn't plant anything into my other farm because I forgot to bring my cultivator, but okay. Plant some turnips. Hit C to walk slow, and then just like start here. So if you hit C on your keyboard, I don't know what it is on controller. That'll make you walk. Well, smell. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. I need poison resist. Hold on. Yeah, this is a little different from the one I'm used to. So this will be slimes. Yeah. So I should, oh, I'm sorry for the darkness. Oh my God. So the foul smell from the swamp after you beat bone mass turns into a slime raid. So blunt weapons are preferred. Mainly because each slime dies immediately. Slimes might be able to jump up to where I have it. I'm not worried about. Yeah, this is probably one of the easier raids. Just make sure you have poison resist meads ready, because if I remember correctly, this one is always active. And of course it yeah, see, I'm poisoned, but I didn't take like any damage. Is this gonna be a raid heavy episode? It's been a minute. Smell is gone. Oh, there's the oozer. Which when he dies spawns 2 slimes. 2 to 3, I think. I think it's just 2. Yeah, see, they wrecked. Yeah, not a bad raid. Just pretty much always have poison meads on you, or at least in a chest near like your exit point. So I guess we can get back to farming. Let me plant my onions like in the middle just in case I get another raid. Oh my god, that's 2 in an episode. It's weird. I'm very sorry it's dark. I know it doesn't look the best on most devices. And it's foggy too, so not the greatest. I'm actually, so I think before the next episode, I'm going to look into some... Rocky's having the time of his life. I'm going to look into some quality of life mods. I don't want to do any mods on this channel, but as far as YouTube quality stuff, I want to be able to like make darkness look better. Because there's no gamma settings in this game, so I want to be able to I'll make sure everything looks okay. Got a lot of ooze. Yeah, I needed to plant those onions, which I did. A couple carrot seeds I can do. So you hit C to walk. Right click and plant, yeah, as many turnips as I can. There's a few onions here. And I could do better walls. Definitely possible. So many carrots. It might be a little tight. Let's see, that middle one might turn orange. No, we're good. Kind of reckless on these. I just have a little terrace. Oh, I jumped, so my run reset. There we go. And carrots I'm not too worried about. At this point, like, that's 2 biomes behind, but having a ton of carrots for a boar farm, definitely worth it. Missed. Yeah, still a ton of carrots. I'm not going to be able to plant all of these right now. far as bronze goes, cultivator is probably the next best thing to upgrade at this point. Just because it increases the durability. All right, that's a lot of carrot seeds that I planted actually. I got 4 left. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Yep, and I have a couple of onions here that are healthy. Like, just have some backups. Like, these 3 onions, if I replant those, that's 12 more, or it's 9 more seeds. My math was off there. And then that back. Let's work on some foods. So onion soup is in progress. Ice cream, bird fries, and freeze glands. I think I had any more freeze glands. I have 3, okay. Throw this over here. I mean, sausages are still pretty good right now. So if we do 4 of you, thistle and entrails, should be able to get 16, I think. Yeah, still very good. And then the other food that I mean, wolf jerky is pretty good too for messing around at the base. Turnip stew is also really good. I don't have any boar meat anymore. Yeah, I gotta work on a boar farm. Wolf skewers, wolf meat. That is a health food. I can only tell because the health value is higher than the stamina. So it'll be the red fork like this. This one's equal, so that'll end up being the white fork, which means balanced. And then like something like the muck shake, higher stamina, so that's going to be like the ice cream. It'll be yellow. What do I want to do? Do I want muck shakes? I think I want more health. So wolf skewers. I don't have any onions right now, so I think black soup's gonna be the go-to for a little bit. Blood bags, honey, and turnips. Hold shift crap. Yeah, wolf skewers would definitely be the better one to go with. Once I have more onions, I'm kind of bummed that some of those got taken out, but that's okay. Okay. More, let's see. What's our daylight looking like? I got about 10 minutes. All right, let's... Yeah, break you. I think we're good as far as raids go. So let's clear the day 117 death in that. I'll run up here. So I still have a decent amount of this this onion. I have a decent amount of this mountain. Oh my god. Yeah, still a little bit of this mountain to explore, so I think if I find another safe spot, like honestly right down here where I've already kind of established, might not be a bad spot. Ow. Like crafting bench. I'm gonna try and make the portal right there, but I already have a blank one, so I'm just gonna name this one Pinch. That's what I have at my base, so. Okay, let's go find, I'm mainly in the market for some drakes. I should be wearing my wishbone right now, but oh, all right. Ow. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh boy. Maybe not. There's a drake making noise. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I dodged too early, so that's my problem with... With the golems. I did so well that first time. This is why I... Yeah, one hit I'm dead, so... I did really well that one time. Pop that, why not? Do some loops. All right, let's take them on in a mostly neutral flat area. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not on my game today. I said it the last time I fought one of those. That defeat was single digits. That was still my total single digits for fighting stone golems. I know I don't have a ton of hours in this game compared to some people, like 500, I think is about where I'm at. So, my pinch tower's somewhere, I don't know, it's over by the egg, I think. Yeah, was not on my game there. That's okay. See, that happens. I'm still gonna run up to that tower. But stone golems, they still freak me out. As you just saw. And then a little tip too. So, oh, there's another frost cave. So if you like can't get up, hit it with your pickaxe, and then you should be able to run up. There's another frost cave. That is awesome. Yeah, never done one of those. Yeah, so if you really need to, if you're running up a straight line, might not always be able to get up it, but what are you doing? What? I guess I am right next to a black forest. Mainly slowing down because that stone golem's nearby, roughly. Here, another one. Over this way. Or obsidian's never a bad idea. Gotcha. Alright, it is getting dark. Alright, let my stamina come back. Use the natural earth walls if you need to. Don't let the drakes bully you. The wolves are honestly a lot more threatening, in my opinion. And the stone golems, but... Alright, it is getting dark. Still hear that golem out there. Yep, there he is. Try to run to my little area. Hopefully he doesn't see me or hear me. I doubt I'm gonna be able to make it. Alright, skeleton tower still hasn't been touched. Good to know. Should be good to go. Oh yeah. Ugh. It's always stressful being in a new biome at night. Got some good progress though there. Wolf trophies there makes sense. I really need to find Rocky a buddy. That is insane. So obsidian is easily a lot more, I don't know, I guess easy to obtain and not really like super useful other than arrows and a couple other things, I think. Compared to iron arrows, I know it's a biome ahead, but it's just crazy. The obsidian's still better. Okay, let's see. I have 54. 60 would be ideal, and I do have a little bit left. So 60 would get me a full set of silver armor. Let's sleep just so it's daytime, so everything looks better. I'm trying to be better about that, and I feel like I say that all the time, but the more reminders I get about how crappy the the dark screens look on YouTube, the better I get. Look at that. Onions healthy. Hasn't sprouted yet or anything, but alright, let's grab some wood. I think this is my home. Yep. Can't wait till this whole area. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Okay. That's hilarious. I am not ready. So yeah, I can still get raids over this way. Just so you know. Any player base item like crafting bench, or I still need to make that whole video. I have frost resistance like built into my defense right now though, so that helps. Yeah, I did need to fight drakes. Oops. I double clicked instead of holding it. Good. Oh. So, big strategy that I always try to do with drakes when they are attacking you is stay away from your stuff that you care about. And aim better. But also with any other raid that I've explained. If you kill anything, it'll respawn something, so pretty much just do what you can. This raid isn't that terrifying anymore because of my wolf cape. Cold wind is gone. They're still gonna be mad. It's full health because I killed something. Yeah, good way to get trophies and stuff. And they attack anything that I think the mountain faction is a separate thing. I'm gonna have to look that up again. So there are factions in this game. So the swamp, like undead things, will attack certain other mobs. Oh. Yeah. I love that. It like tries to freeze me, and then my cape's like, nah, we got frost resist, we're good. Okay, cool. I mean, that's 3 raids today, so that's pretty much what I expect. I imagine, don't quote me, but it will likely happen. I imagine once I get to like, yeah, after I beat the plains, once I start getting raids from the Mistlands every 30 minutes, probably gonna turn that off or down for a little bit until I can get my footing. Got 2 new raids today though. 2 new ones to the series. And then yeah, let's grab another most of a stack of wood. What else do I have that I can leave behind? I don't think anything yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to experiment a little bit, but yep, that's so that happened because I have 3 player base items, like within, I think it's 40 meters. So I have a workbench, which counts, a portal, and a torch. So all 3 of these count as a player base, and you can start getting raids at any point in pretty much every biome. Certain biomes dictate what happens, but for the most part, I feel like a lot of people build in plains, meadows, and black forests. My bees are happy. Yeah, that's nuts. I'm a little beyond an hour, and that's my 3rd raid. All right, let's cook some coal. And then work on just depositing everything else. I think, actually, hold on. Pretty sure this chest is empty. Yeah. Let's conserve the wood. Some frost resist meads. I don't need them right now, but it's good to have them for the future. Okay. Honestly, some extra wood just to throw in here. I think that's a full charcoal kiln. All right, let's grab where did I put? There it is. Okay. I'm not the greatest at being organized, so so let's work on, I mean, I have 30 right now. The Draugr thing, yeah, it's up there. I might have enough silver, so I have 30 on me. I have 54 right now. Hold on. $55. I know it's gonna be a little bit. So as far as, let's see, Draugr Fangs 20. Chest pieces 20. Helmet's 20. I think the pants are probably 20. Oh yeah. So I need 80 total. And then another 30 for Frostner, which is, yeah, the Dead Fear Silver. This is definitely a good one for farming iron back in the swamp. You just go back. So we really only need right now 20, 40. We need 80 silver. Might be close. We're at 60 something. So 5 there. 62. 67, 67. $64, $65. Okay, so we'll be able to at least get the armor finished, which I can do right now. So these 2 stacks, I can get the armor. So for the armor, I'm gonna need wolf pelts, chains, drake trophies, and fangs. Ooh, I might not have enough pelts. So 5 pelts for that. 5, 2. I need 12. I have 8. Oh, that sucks. I can get 2 of them though. Alright, so let's get the helmet and the chest piece at least. I need 40. Never made sense to me how, like, I'm holding 40 silver right now, but when I craft these, my weight goes down. The chest piece and the helmet. Yeah, there we go. So then, what for the pants? I just need more pelts. I need 4 more. Okay. This is awesome. Oh, that helmet's so cool. All right, well, let's run back here for a minute. I think that's gonna do it for this one. Got a lot done. I think here, let me go. I want to actually, hopefully not let this plan backfire. I should have brought my mace with me, but oh, that's perfect. Just teleport build that. Miscellaneous, go back here, build my portal, like steal the wood from that, I guess. There, only in that pinch. So hopefully shouldn't get any raids other than like the you're being hunted one here. I could easily build like a roof over this and like cut my, I don't know. To me, like the mountains are, yes, they're harder because there's a lot more to worry about. But I don't know, compared to the swamp, I feel like it's a little easier. I don't know. It's they each have their pros and cons. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I'm gonna run back through this portal to go home. But let me know what you thought. I don't like to do a lot of off-camera stuff, so I'll probably grab a screenshot here and we'll go from there. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.